Hello YouTubers, you're on the Frederick Lopez channel and this is my 100th video. Wow. I've done a lot this past year and yeah, it's moving a lot faster than the first year, and I had 400 videos on my other channel, but those are just music videos I edited, so to have like movie review segments and just regular videos in which I talk about comics, movies, and games, to be on the 100th, that's quite a feat. So on that note, we're going to keep it a little bit short, but on the 100th video, I'm going to be reviewing Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. This is a PG-13 version, and I'm doing it in anticipation for a Lego Batman movie. I'm going over some of my other favorite animated films. So here we go with the cast, plot summary, and then I'll get into my thoughts on what I think of the film. Here we go. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker is directed by Kurt Gedda and written by Paul Dini. It stars Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis and Batman, Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne, Mark Hamill as the Joker and Jordan Price, Angie Harmon as Commissioner Barbara Gordon, Dean Stockwell as Tim Drake, Terry Garr as Mary McGinnis, Tara Strong as Batgirl and younger Barbara Gordon, Michael Rosenbaum as Stuart Carter Winthrop, Arlene Sorkin as Harley Quinn. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker takes place in the latter half of the 21st century, in Gotham City. The Jokers, a street gang enamored of the city's infamous clown prince of crime, is breaking into a high-tech engineering plant to steal a powerful generator. A crime stopped by the new Batman, Terry McGinnis, and which puzzles Terry and his mentor, the elderly original Batman, Bruce Wayne. The reason for this and other geek junk thefts is a mystery, even to the Joker's gangs, who are now working for someone claiming to be the original Joker himself. When he makes an appearance at a charity function attended by Bruce Wayne, the Joker taunts Wayne, and later sends his minions to attack Terry McGinnis, while he attacks the Batcave. But the original Joker died 40 years earlier, and why does this new Joker want high-tech items? When a shaken Barbara Gordon explains the fate of the original Joker, Terry begins to piece the twin mysteries together, culminating in a confrontation with the Joker that literally threatens the very existence of Gotham City. Yeah, that's pretty much what Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker is about. This is a very well done movie. It's the first Batman Beyond feature film. Now, Batman Beyond was a television show that aired on WB from like 1999 to early 2000s. It lasted 3 seasons. And yeah, it was done by the same creative team behind Batman the Animated Series and The New Adventures of Batman, Superman the Animated Series, and Justice League after this. So yeah, they've done quite a lot. I saw this on VHS, it was home video, and that version was really good, but this uncut one is the original version. Supposedly they thought it was too violent for kids, and it was after Columbine, so cartoons weren't really supposed to be that violent. They were really looked down upon. So years later, I found this, and they released the PG-13 version, the way this film was originally meant to be. And wow. I already liked this movie. I thought this animated film was up there with Mask of the Phantasm, later on films like Under the Red Hood and Dark Knight Returns, but this PG-13 version really solidifies its importance in the Batman mythos, and it is one of my favorite animated films. This is the only other Batman film in the Bruce Timm universe that, in my opinion, rivals Mask of the Phantasm. It is spectacular. Fans of Batman Beyond can get into this. I grew up with the animated series, and I didn't like Batman Beyond at first. I think it was just a little bit ahead of its time. I liked the first season, and I didn't watch it regularly like I did the animated series. But I did want to see this movie because they never had the Joker. You had villains like Mr. Freeze arrive on the show. Bane made an appearance, but you really didn't have the original villains. They're long gone or old. So the Joker kind of had a presence on the show. It was called the Jokers. There were these gangs that dressed up like the Joker. They were just dressed as clowns, but you didn't really have the Joker. There is an episode where you may have seen his body, and it makes you wonder what happened to him, if that's the Joker's body. This gives you your answers, and it also bridges the fans. You can be a fan of Batman Beyond, and you can be a fan of the animated series. It doesn't matter if you like both or one or the other. This bridges both worlds in a spectacular fashion. Mark Hamill returns as the Joker, And it really brings a question of like what happened to the Joker, and then another question of how did he return after all these years. It really, really brings something new to the table, because Batman Beyond, you just kind of saw some villains, but he mostly had his own rogues gallery like Ink and Blight. But you really didn't have him go up against an original villain that the first Batman, the original Batman, Bruce Wayne, had faced. And this is probably Terry McGinnis's most challenging foe he has faced in the entire Batman Beyond history. Facing the original Joker, he's never faced an enemy quite like this. So you get to see how this Batman deals with it. The story is pretty straightforward. It feels very fast, but it doesn't feel like an episode. This feels very cinematic. It feels like a film. And I like seeing more of Terry McGinnis's life and personality. You see how being Batman is weighing him down. In the show, you saw him at school, but this one's he's already more mature, older. You get to see him move back home. There's a lot of great stuff with his mother and brother. His mother's voiced by Terry Garr. You may remember from Mr. Mom and stuff. It's just great seeing more of his personal life, him dealing with his girlfriend Dana. It's just another element we haven't really seen too much before. Because this Terry McGinnis is younger, and then Bruce Wayne really was alone. Terry McGinnis is just like a kid. He has a family, has all that, so it's interesting to see a Batman deal with that. But as far as the uncut stuff, this is going to have some spoilers. There's some blood added, more punches and violence, and then the Joker's death in that flashback. That whole flashback scene when they go to the origin of how he died is a lot more grim and really morbid. It's a lot more screwed up than the PG version. The PG version, he gets electrocuted. And basically you find out that he turned Tim Drake into like a Joker. He wanted a kid, so he like warped the brain of Robin to be Joker. It was just so frightening. And there's an extended sequence of him torturing him. It's just really messed up for a cartoon. But him getting shot instead in the heart, saying that's not funny at all, it's just really deep. And there's almost a punchline to it of like he finds the humor in everything, and this is how he goes out. It's just really haunting. And then for Tim Drake to go through all that, and why Batman never mentioned what happened to the Joker. Barbara Gordon, we get to see the repercussions of the Joker's actions after all these years, and if he is returning, if it is the real Joker, you get to see the reaction of Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon, because they know how dangerous he actually is. And again, with Terry McGinnis facing his most deadliest foe yet, he doesn't know how dangerous the Joker could really be. And there's a lot that they get to play with. And also you get to explore more of the characters older, because in the show, you have Barbara Gordon, she's the commissioner now, and you have Batman, Bruce Wayne, so you always get to see them, but you get to see Tim Drake older. They mentioned Robin. Now, I wish they had Dick Grayson in Bloodhaven. I wish they showed that. There were some storyboards to where it may have been, but they didn't have it in the movie, and I really wish they did. That would have been kind of cool. But I do like how you get to see the other supporting characters from Batman the Animated Series older. That's a nice element. The villains are pretty standard. You have Dee Dee, who pretty much like twin versions of Harley Quinn, and I like that at the end of the film you find out that they're actually related to Harley Quinn. They say, oh, be quiet, Nana Harley. You get to see Harley Quinn older. So that was really cool. All around, if you're a fan of Batman Beyond or Batman the Animated Series or both, there's a lot of Easter eggs and just fan moments to be seen in this film. And it's just a really well-told story. And it's intriguing. It keeps you guessing, is the Joker real, or who is the Joker? Why does he want these high-tech weapons? And to get into spoiler territory, they've kind of pulled a red herring on it. Mark Hamill plays a voice of this Price guy, and it's not him. It's in fact Tim Drake. There's a Cadmus chip, and when he got warped by the Joker, there is a chip to be set off, a microchip, and it would be the Joker's consciousness through Tim Drake, and that was a really cool scientific way, and again, also conveys the Joker's intelligence. He always seems like he's a wild card, but really, he's a pretty intelligent person, and that really shows it, and it's just an epic grand tale, and it's cool to have best of both worlds mixed. I'm going to go on more, but before I do, if I had to give this a score, a 9 out of 10 and an A+. This is one of the best animated Batman films. It's among my favorite from the Bruce Timm-verse with Mask of the Phantasm. My favorites would be Mask of the Phantasm, this film Return of the Joker, Under the Red Hood, and The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition, which includes parts 1 and 2. So, yeah, it is a fantastic film, and if you're a fan of Batman Beyond, then this is a movie for you. I wish they made another Batman Beyond film, especially him older with the epilogue stuff we get to see in Justice League Unlimited, but wow. Now, my favorite moments, Bruce gets attacked. It really adds a level of emotional weight, because you're like, if Bruce Wayne's attacked by the Joker, if Bruce Wayne's a casualty, anybody can get hurt. Does Terry McGinnis even stand a chance? That's another thing they added in the uncut. I guess they made it seem like it was paint, so it was purple, but in the uncut, it was actually Bruce Wayne's blood that made the ha-ha-ha in the Batcave. It is haunting, and it's just like, he did that to not only an old man, but that's Batman there, so you're just like, if he's that vulnerable, and you know he's older, but if that can happen to him, how is Terry McGinnis going to face this man? Just all around great stuff. And it's very Gen X. And speaking of Gen X, the soundtrack, Christopher Carter does a score, and that main theme is just fantastic. All electric guitar. Has a bit of the Danny Elfman score in there from the animated series. Just great stuff. Crash, that has by Mephisto Odyssey with Static X, Wayne Static from Static X and Mephisto Odyssey doing Crash. Great little song. I love the music video, so atmospheric. It's when Batman still felt like Batman. This is more of a Batman movie than the real stuff, and we really needed a film like this because it was after Batman and Robin, but before the Christian Bale films. So, like, this is the closest to Batman, and the music video kind of had that Smashing Pumpkins, The End is a Beginning vibe from Batman and Robin, and just like the music videos. Feels very Batman, but yeah, this is a fantastic film. And if you've seen it, let me know what you think of it. But if you haven't seen it, definitely check out the uncut PG-13 version. This is a definitive version. Now, this is about 77 minutes long, so it's not too bad. But, oh man, this is just a fantastic film. This is just a good film, and the voice cast is great. Another great thing from Kevin Conroy is we haven't seen too many Batman films where he's not Batman. He's just Bruce Wayne, and he's an older Bruce Wayne, so it's interesting to see him, not only in the series of Batman Beyond, but in this film, play that elderly man, that older Bruce Wayne, who's more of a mentor and just almost like a guardian angel watching over Terry McGinnis. And it's different seeing Terry McGinnis deal with this, and also, I love at the end where he's just like laughing at the Joker, finding him pathetic, and he's just messing with him. He's pretty much having a sense of humor and not taking him as seriously as the original Batman did. So again, that shows the parallels and also the difference day and night between Terry McGinnis and Bruce Wayne's Batman. But yeah, the flashback scenes are great. It's in New Adventures, and they gave the Joker his original design. He doesn't have those gumball eyes. He has like his the original animated series from the first 2 volumes of Fox Kid. He looks like the Fox Kids version of Joker with the New Adventures of the rest. Great stuff at the original Arkham. It's just so haunted with Harley singing. But yeah, all around a great film, and I give it a 9 out of 10 and an A. So yeah, that's it for my little short review of Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. I like the story. It's very well written by Paul Dini, and the story was also done by Bruce Timm and some of the other people, but the screenplay was done by Paul Dini. I like his work. Everything is tight. Everything flows really well. I love the interconnection between the flashbacks and what's going on in the story. And the mystery really does keep up. You're wondering, is this the real Joker or someone else? I love that. The voice acting superb as always. Andrea Romano knows how to cast people. And just everything's great. And the soundtrack, very Gen X, electric guitar. Mephisto Odyssey again, just everything about this film is very highly enjoyable. There's stakes, you get invested, and you just feel something, and that ending's just epic. It's an all-around great Batman feature, not just for just Batman in general, but Batman Beyond. And for this to be the only and first Batman Beyond feature film, it is a damn good one, and I highly recommend it. It's up there with Mask of the Phantasm, like I said, and I really wish they made a follow-up. They were going to almost make a follow-up film to this with Selena Kyle as Catwoman and like an older Catwoman and like kind of like a Return of Catwoman film. I really wish they did. But nevertheless, we have the one Batman Beyond film, so I would highly recommend checking this out. And check out the Batman Beyond series. It's fantastic. Anyway, that's it for my review. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, that's my 100th video. I can't believe it. It's 100 videos, so here's to 100 more. Yeah. Anyway, Check out Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. That's it for me today. Y'all have a great day.